friends, it's Nancy. I heard a rumor it's National Thrift Day. I don't know. It could be. But I do have a thrift haul to share. So today I had to go to London for my annual trip to the cancer clinic. So I've had 2 surgeries 3 years ago. Well, nearly 4 years ago for the one surgery, and had both hemispheres of my thyroid removed for cancer and been clean since, but I still have what they call active surveillance happening. So I get regular blood work, ultrasound, and I speak to an oncologist. So I trust everything was fine, but I have to go to London, which is an hour and a half. So while I was there, I made a stop at the Goodwill outlet, which is better known as the Bins in YouTube channel speak. I was only there for half an hour maybe. Nothing very, very exciting. I spent less than $3. Everybody was kind of subdued. It wasn't the exciting, rangy, ripping things apart, things flying around the room, kind of people getting into fist fights kind of thing that usually is, you know, the atmosphere I enjoy. So I didn't stick around, but what I did get was fantastic. So like I said, I paid less than $3. I want to say it was like $2.80 or something. So I got this doily. I didn't really examine it, but I saw the pansies, the little pansy motifs around the edge, and I thought, oh, that'll go home with me. So we'll see what I'll have to wash it and press it and make all the pansies stand up. And I got this. This is part of a Flow magazine, and it's about books to remember, so it's a place to record you know, what you're reading, why you enjoyed it, that sort of thing. So that's just for me. And I also got this sack. So it's an alfalfa seed sack. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. Well, it'll go in the washing machine first. But I might turn this into a pillow. Or, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'll do. I think, you know, Roxy Creations, Rachel, her sister Sarah, made a journal out of I think it was a flour sack. I'll have to go back and look and see if this is something I could do as well. But how often do you see that, right? I don't even know what alfalfa is, except the kid on our gang with his hair sticking up. Then I spied this. There were several bins of books. I opened it, looked at one page, closed it, threw it in my buggy, went. And it's actually a stamp album. And it's full of stamps. And some of them are brand new, like these are US stamps. I can't use these, but they've never been used. And it has all these little characters from books. And the person who organized this put it all in categories. So there's birds. These are people. Is that a nurse? I think that's a nurse. These are all animals. Lots of horses and monkeys. More animals. Look at the little rabbits down here. I don't even know if that's coming in. Yeah, it's coming in. But this is the page I opened up. I saw the panda bear, closed it, put it in my cart. Lots and lots of animals. And I even love the glassine pages. So, and none of these are stuck in. They're just in these little glassine slots. Like, how cool is that? I love the fish. Very cool. So, I think I will be making, these ones are all flowers. I must have skipped the butterfly page. There was a butterfly page. Or maybe I did or didn't. I don't know. So I have been actually thinking about making some more of the 4x6 tags that I had been selling on my Etsy. In fact, I have a whole bunch cut out. I cut these out last week. Ready to go. But I just haven't gotten around to doing it because I was busy with that pink Christmas. So, oh yeah, see, these are all dogs and cats. Here's the butterflies. So you can expect to see these stamps on future tags. So that was a very cool find. Then I went to the Goodwill used bookstore. Now, there's actually two used bookstores that are run by Goodwill in London, and one is much smaller than the other. But the one that was much smaller, I went in and he said, "Anything in particular you're looking for?" And I said, "Yes, I'm looking for vintage books." And he said, "What's your plans with said vintage books?" So I used my famous "I make art" line. And I'm going to trademark that because it got me a fantastic deal. So he came, and these books at the Goodwill, they're curated collection. So, you know, they're organized by, you know, the type of book it is. All the fiction is in alphabetical order by author, and the prices reflect that. So generally, you know, they're between $3, $4, $5. So he came back out with a banker's box full of these International Library of Music books, and I think he said they were $19.29. Who's this guy? List. 1927, this one is. So, they're beautifully aged pages, and it's all music. So this one has over 200 pages in it. Do I have use for 15 books full of music? No. No, I do not. So I thought what I would do is share my good fortune with you. If you want some of this, and this all seems to be classical music. I'm not sure. I am willing to share. Let me just check my notes here. I'll have to do some figuring. But I'm willing to share just for the cost of postage some pages. So I'm thinking, what I'm thinking of is like you know, what size envelope? Like this size envelope with let's say 100 grams of pages. So how many pages that is, I don't know. So in Canada, the postage would be $1.94 plus tax. To the US, it would be $3.19 plus tax. I'll have to do some figuring. So we'll organize that. I'll leave you some details about that. So he brought out 15 of those, and he said, or 14 of those. He said, how about $15? And I said, sure. And then he brought out this one. So this is I'm sure I have one of these actually. I don't know if there's a date. So this is like a children's magazine. I'm thinking it's probably 1920s. Anyway, so, wow. And it's got 800 pages. And I said, well, I said, I think I have one of those. I said, but are you going to give me a good deal? And he says, $2. I said, okay, I'll take it for $2. So there's kind of some cool stuff in here that might be fun for collage and stuff. Anyway, so that's that one. And then I took a walk around the store and I picked out these books. So let me show you what I have. So these two books are, they might look red in the camera, but they're definitely a dark rose color. And they date, they're French. It says it has over 70 illustrations. I'm not seeing a date. But there's kind of some fun illustrations in here. And again, this one and this one, I like the covers. So I'll pull the guts out, but I'll definitely use the covers. The Good Children and the Holiday, the Vacation, I think. 1929. And it was printed in, oh, she's hugging her dog. It was printed in Paris, it says. And these were priced at $5 each. You keeping track of this? This one was priced at $4. Now this was from 2012. And what I like about it is it's called Doodling in French. But all of these pages are amazing for collage. So even if I were to like fold this in half, glue it side, back to front or whatever, I could definitely use this for collage. Like, look at this. Wouldn't that make a pretty tag? And I could embellish it. So this kind of shows how to draw the little doodle, and then the page shows the doodle on top of collaged elements. And it just goes on and on and on like this. So, oh, that's cute. In the home. Cute, cute, cute. And then at the back, it has blank. And now, for your, this is the end. For your doodling enjoyment, it has these pages that you can just doodle on. Like, how cool. That's probably 8 inches square, I would guess. It's bigger than a 6x6 for sure. This one's got coffee stains. Anyway, so that was fun. That was priced at $4. I got this. It's the Bird Guide. It was also priced at $4. And I have enough bird books, but this one, 1951, but the original copyright was 1906. And the illustrations, and these are matte pages with artists' renditions, artist illustrations of the birds. And what a nice little size, eh? Look at that. So it says east of the Rockies. So I imagine if I could see past my nose, I would see some of these birds in my own neck of the woods. But yeah. Then I got, this one is called Collecting Postcards. It was also $4. And I liked it because it had a lot of illustrations, color illustrations of old postcards in here. Oh my goodness, I'm yawning. So, yeah, so I'm going to have fun with that. That was also $4. So, 15, 17, 27, and 39. That would have been the total price. And he said, how does $25 sound? And I said, that sounds wonderful. So I got a deal. Then I went to my appointment. I was in and out. There's no waiting around in the hospital these days, that's for sure. Of course, I won't know anything until the oncologist gets all the results, and then he'll call me and tell me. So I went to the other bookstore, and I got this reprint of 1901 Eaton's Catalog. So this was 1975. I think I have an Eaton's one. I'm not sure. These are beautiful pictures, these ones. And the gloves. Where's the shoes at? I want to see some shoes. Oh, I don't see any shoes. Our drug department. So I got all of this to have fun with. This one is called Women at War. And it just has a lot of pictures in it. But then, as you get into it, there's more advertisements. Here's some shoes. So I thought, oh, this might be fun. This might be fun to have some of these beauty answers the bugle. Ritz crackers. So I think that's fun. I think I'll let my husband have a look at it first. He'd enjoy that too. They had this. It's a stencil. A half-toned skull. It was only $1. And I thought, Oh, if I use it at Halloween, that'd be okay. Couldn't just let it sit there, could I? This is a really good size book. To Elizabeth, to remind you of your holiday. Love, ma'am. Christmas 87. I'm not seeing a date in here. I'm guessing that this was already an old book when it was given as a gift in 87. But I don't think it's old enough to be 1887. You know what I mean? Anyway, I got it for the cover. It's got a great big wide spine. So I'll have to see what I can do to get that cleaned up. Flint and Feather. So this, I've had a copy of this before, and I gave it to a friend of mine. And so Pauline Johnson was an Indigenous, English, British and Indigenous woman. 1917 is copyright. This was printed in 1930. So she was a member of the Six Nations, which is, well, I'm actually living on Six Nations land right now. So we are living on territory which under treaty was meant to belong to the Six Nations. Okay, house in which the Indian poetess was born on Six Nations Reserve 12 miles south from Brantford on the banks of the Grand River. So I live near the Grand River. So six miles either side of the Grand River was agreed to under treaty, but of course, treaties are meaningless. So there she is. Anyway, so I think that's a beautiful spine. I think it's a nice book, and also has a local connection for me. I don't know how the camera's going to pick this up. Can you see the moose and the grass? It's called More Kindred of the Wild. And I got it because of the cover. Let's look for a date. Oh, this came from the Toronto Public Library. Yeah, again, I'm not seeing a date. Moose that knocked at door. Oh, there's a moose. Well, maybe that's what's on the front cover, is the moose at the door. And I thought, you know what? I have a lot of natural images, lots of animals and wildlife, I guess. Woodland creatures. This might be fun to do sort of a woodland sort of theme. I don't know, but I couldn't resist. This one's another beautiful cover. This one was $5, but look at this. It's called Pandanus. It's a classic Thackeray. I guess dates weren't important once upon a time. With 127 illustrations. The pages are really, really thin, like almost tissue paper almost. Just a hair better than tissue paper. But I love this. This one, I've got many copies of this, but when you see it and it's in such great shape, why not? Whenever I see a pigeon, I always think of Bert from Sesame Street. And he used to do a dance because he loved pigeons. I can't remember. I'll have to Google it. Now I want to hear the pigeon dance song. This was on the dollar line. So it's a date book from 1967. And they're good heavy pages. So I don't know if I can use some of the images. I doubt it. But I think it's kind of cool to have like these pages with the dates. And all of the pictures are oh. It just describes glass. It doesn't say what house it is. But these are buildings in around London. And last but not least, I got this. This was also on the dollar shelf, and it's a Highland costume. And it's got some pictures, black and white pictures of people wearing Scottish costumes. McDonald boys playing a little game of golf. And it may surprise you to know, but I already have a collection of Scottish ephemera because I have 2 or 3 books that have Scottish titles that I thought would be really cool to make into journals. And then I went to this little antique mall place that I'd never even heard of, and spent quite a little while there. So I got this book. So it's kind of got like this velvety back and has this gold trim braid stuff, and is woven silk at the front, and it's an address book, and it's got no writing in it. How cool is that? So I paid $3 for that. Natalie, this is for you. It was only 50 cents. And I thought, if there's anything in here that would be good for 50 cents, I might as well take it home for Natalie. So it does have some pictures and sorry, I was reading something about poobahs of the ice cream industry. Jerks and bubble merchants. So these are just, I guess, jargon. Interesting. So there's a soda jerk. And here's a druggist. Oh, the soda water apparatus. Okay, gotcha. Good humor. There's the good humor operation. There's more good humor. Eskimo pie. Eskimo pie. Look at these 2 old girls. 1924. Oh, there's an ad. Oh my, Eskimo pie. So I thought some of these pictures might be good to make tucks or whatever. Actually, I saw the 50-cent price, and then when they were ringing me through, they were charging me $7. I said, oh, I'm going to leave it. I said I took it because I was looking at that price, and the man said to the woman, oh, this is so-and-so stuff. Should I give it to her for 50 cents? And she said, go for it. And then this one, it was marked 4, but this vendor, everything was 50% off in this booth. Again, I cannot find a date, but this is all nursery rhyme songs. What's it called? Nursery songs. And it's beautiful. Beautiful for $2. I love them. And they're good, heavy. Like, that's heavier than scrapbook paper, for sure. Dame, get up and bake your pies. Just looking at the preface to see if there's anything about a date there, but nope. But look at these beautiful illustrations. I'll have to look up the illustrator. So that is my haul. So I'll get back to you with arrangements. Maybe I'll put the details in my description if you want to take advantage of my offer to share these old 1927 music books. I'll tell you how to do that in the description once I've got it figured out. All right, thanks so much for watching. I hope you had a great National Thrift Day and got some real treasures. I feel like I did a-okay myself. So you take care. We'll talk to you again soon.